Hey everyone, Zeniff here, and I wanted to talk about Warcraft log parsing. What is it? People always talk about parses. Oh, my parse. Oh, I parsed really well. You parsed a 99. You parsed 100. What is it? What does it mean? And how do we find out what our parses are as a player? Now, if you've submitted Warcraft logs, all of your information is getting put up in here. Sometimes you'll be in groups where somebody else is logging the fight. They've submitted your scores. Your score will get submitted. Sometimes if you haven't been in a group that's done that, you won't have a score. So I've done other videos. I talked about how to analyze logs. I've talked about how to upload them. It's actually really easy to do. But these are tools that help you to become more competitive and more fun when it comes to rating and see who the top people in the world are. So we're going to search a character. So if we look up Zeniff DH, which is my character on Mal'Ganis, we can see, hey, here's logs. We've got different brackets, mythic, heroic, and normal. So we can look at the different brackets of logs on here. And then we also have for healers, this is for damage, but for healers, you've got, so there's these different boxes here. Healers are going to be this heart. That's going to allow you to look at healing parses. So if you're a healer, that's the bracket you want to be looking in. We also have a section here that talks about damage being done to the boss. So there's fights where there's sometimes only one boss and that's all you do. And there's fights where sometimes there's a boss and then extra enemies that you can increase your damage. If you can clump them all up and do tons of damage to everybody the whole time, you can score really high numbers. But this allows you to see, hey, how much damage is somebody actually doing to the boss instead of just to everything overall. So that's those buttons. We also have differences between overall damage and item level damage. So overall is comparing you to all other people of your class that have submitted logs. By item level is comparing how well you performed to everybody else within a tight item level bracket. So let's talk about that. Let's pull up this score. I'll pull up the log and I can point those out. So on the left is your score for overall parse compared to everybody else in the game that's submitted for your class. So 50,264 parses. The right, 5,693 parses for demon hunters that are within item level 405 to 407. So that's the number on the right, to me, is the more important number to see how well you're performing for the gear that you have. That one really helps me, in my opinion, to evaluate my score, because I can, if I get it to a high enough item level, I can pretty much beat a lot of people on overall damage, because a lot of people are going to be a lower item level than me because they're not as competitive in rating or whatever it may be. So the right number to me is usually more important. Now that's hopefully helps you guys in terms of understanding what parses are, why people talk about them. Just makes things more fun, more competitive, and hopefully that helps you guys as you become more competitive in rating as well. So best of luck with everybody and have a good one.